What is up, guys? My name's Jackal. We are here for a new game, now with the conclusion of Kirby Soul Blazer for the Super NES. So listen, you only found your way here because of one of two things. Either somehow you found this because you like Bojack Horseman, or more likely than not, you're here because you love fucking retro games. So show the retro games some goddamn love and subscribe, because we're gonna be something someday, and you're gonna want to know you were here. Now, real quick, is there a way that I can pause this? I guess not, because I want to try to talk. I've never played this game. I played the second game in the series, which is Illusion of Gaia, which I have not beaten in like 15 years. But I kind of wanted to play that, but then, I know that it's a part of a trilogy. So, and I've never played Terranigma before because I live in the United States, and that never came out here. So, but like the last game, there was an intro. Wise men tell a tale late at night of a great king destroyed by the temptation of evil. The Frail Empire, I'm gonna say Frail Empire, as it was called in those days, was ruled by a powerful king. It seems most people thought the king was a fair and kind ruler. There were some, however, who felt the king himself was ruled by greed, as kings usually are. One day, the king happened to overhear two guards talking about a man named Dr. Leo. Now, Dr. Leo was considered by all to be a great inventor and a genius. Oh, geez, I gotta read fast. The king stayed up many nights wondering how he could use this great inventor to make him even more wealthy. All of a sudden, the king had an idea. He ordered his guards to capture Dr. Leo and bring him to the castle at once. So Dr. Leo was brought to the castle. But you're not going to make this message disappear quick. You suck. The king confined him in a small room and ordered him to invent a machine that would summon the king of evil, Death Toll, which is supposed to be the devil, I'm sure. Dr. Leo finally completed the machine. The king instantly called upon Death Toll, hoping they might strike a deal. After many days, the deal was complete. The king would bring Death Toll all living creatures, and in return, Death Toll would give him a gold piece for each. Bad negotiating skills. One by one, all living creatures began to disappear. Soon the world was completely empty. Bro, this dude has to haggle. 1 gold piece for each living thing? Jesus. 2 people were watching this catastrophe. The master and you, his follower. The king was very foolish to be tempted by evil. However, I will give him another chance. You must go down to earth and revive the world, the master said. On a ray of light, you descended to earth. A warrior sent to revive the living and punish evil. A soul blazer. Now, maybe not the soul blazer part, but if I ever make a metal band, I'm using that. I'm going to use that. Alright. Hold on one sec. I'm going to blow my nose here 1 quick second. Alright, big thing around these parts, we are very pro-allergy gaming. You are going to hear a lot of like sneezing, because I have terrible allergies. Now, I can take 2 24-hour Zyrtecs, and my allergies will barely be affected. And it is springtime. And springtime for me is the biggest go fuck yourself time. So, that's where we are with that. So, hearing me sniffle will probably get very annoying, and I apologize. If it's any consolation, everybody in my real day-to-day life have to hear me sound like that all the time. So, it's always very attractive. It's the best thing. It's one of the things that made me really first glom onto the winter season, was because it's the season where I'm most disaffected by allergies. Now I still am, because I still have indoor allergies to dust, the cat, I'm mold, I'm mildew from now that it's spring, I guess that can still, mildew and mold can still get in the house. My allergies still affect me indoors, but once the outdoor allergies come, just ba-boom, it is fucking over for me. Alright, so we read the intro, okay. Thing made me read fast. Alright. Bro, seeing this lettering after like having not played Illusion of Gaia for so long, this lettering, it's exactly the same. It makes me feel, okay, not A, I guess B. Oh, geez. A voice came from above. My follower, since you will be able to speak with all living things, you should have a name. Please choose a name for yourself. Well, fun fact, and I've said this, you know, but nobody watches these, so, you know, no one's going to watch this either, so what does it matter? Jackal is actually a name that I got and became like my moniker in video games because of the sequel to this game, Illusion of Gaia. There is a character that follows you around named Jackal, but it's spelled Jackal. Now, I don't know if that was meant to be that way or whatever. I kind of forgot how it was spelled, so I ended up spelling it like, and I believe this is correct, I always ended up spelling it like the animal's name. So that just kind of became... Bro, this song is really fucking epic, though. This, like, SNES organ. That was pretty epic. I like that. Jackal, what an interesting name. Alright, go and save the world for all creatures. Oh, so we got record right here. Alright, so we can just record right here. Boom. Yes, we're going to continue. Alright. Oh, shit. Weapon not equipped. I have no weapons. Is this a Zelda? It is a Zelda. It is dangerous to go alone. Please take this. Alright. Alright. A doesn't do anything. A just brings up my stats. Y does nothing yet. Oh, I strafe. Bro, he's crip walking. It's amazing. Okay, so he kind of does the Illusion of Gaia thing, except in Illusion of Gaia, Will can't move. I wonder if I can pull things, like, to me. Ooh. It looks just like the thing in Illusion of Gaia. Does not make the same song as Illusion of Gaia. Oh, boy. Now, I do know the meme of this game's combat, where you're better off, like, attacking enemies, like, from the side, because, I mean, look at your reach. Your reach in front of you is horrible, like, distance-wise in front of you, but your lateral distance, like, across, you can actually, like, exploit the shit out of that. So, like, if an enemy's coming up here, I can, let's go down, I can do this and basically hit him around the corner. I don't know if that's how it was intended or not. Oh, this dude looks kind of creepy. This was 92, so this was right when the Super NES dropped. I wonder if this was a launch title. You know what? I'm going to look that up right now. Pause for real. Okay, got it. Alright, I have looked it up, and this was not actually a launch title, but this came out in Japan, in North America, it said in 1992. So it honestly could not have been very far behind. At all. I used to live up in the sky just like you. Now I am living on Earth, away from the Master. I am definitely not going to like a game of serving the Master. Kinda. Boo! All the creatures that have been captured by Death Toll are sealed away in monster layers. Okay, so we got a little bit of Gauntlet. Or the one that I was more familiar with, which is basically a remake of the first one, but expanded. Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which also isn't the first one, because there were a bunch of old Gauntlet games that were... I've played them. Okay. They probably would have been a lot better with friends. Just as you set me free, you must set everyone free. Even the release of a small tree or creature, they will aid you in your quest. A tree. Okay. Flame ball magic. I will join. Now I will join you. I am a magician, so I can use all types. Of magic. Thank you. I will use my skill to help you. Remember this, I need gems in order to use magic. When you set me free, the monsters left some small spheres of gold. Okay, so the gems in this game are for magic, whereas in Illusion of Gaia, they were for, like, sending you to the nearest area if you died and you not getting game over. Okay, so... magic? Cool. No. No! Jesus. Okay. I guess I can't use magic. I must not have enough gems. Ooh, new blue square. Ooh, pretty and green and lush. Lush greenery. So, getting on to Bojack, Season 4, Episode 4. Nothing, like, super happened in the episode, like, really revolving around, like, anything greater than, like, characters' personal relations. But the one with Hollyhock and Bojack really is the one that got to me. Oh, hey, that looks like the flower in Illusion of Gaia, like a dancing flower. The one you play the flute to in the dungeon. Jackal heard a small voice. There are many being held in the underground castle. If you can release those creatures, the village will be reconstructed. So, did the magician tell me that? There are many creatures being held in the Oh, the flower is what said that. Okay. Alright, cool. So I guess we just go in here. Ooh, a little bit of bass. Oh, that's nice. Alright. These controls feel real stiff. Even though I'm used to playing this like a Super NES, I'm used to playing games like Super NES games. This game doesn't really seem to have a diagonal function, so okay. Play this like an NES and Super NES, okay. Alright, cool. Step on this. What do you do? Whip, 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 whip. Bro, I like this running water. But it was real interesting because they actually hit on something that, like, was pretty big in my life. Ooh, wait, I want to see if I can pull those gems in. Oh, I can! Just like Illusion of Gaia. Dope. But there's a moment where, you know, Hollyhock is admitting that her search for her mom is, in all reality, a little stupid. Because she has 8 dads that all love her, support her, take care of her, everything else. Ooh. Alright, dope. And she kind of feels, in a little way, like her seeking of her mother is in some way a betrayal of, you know, the family that raised her. And I just need to tell anyone out there, whoever finds this, because I'm obviously going to title this something about, like, you know, not having, you know, something not having dad related. Okay, these guys are fucking annoying. Oh, wait. Okay, it shoots, I'm guessing the direction I... Okay. That's kind of weird. I feel like there's other ways you could have built this. Yeah, alright, more guys are popping up. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, do you see this? We got herb. Yeah. Your HP will be refilled if your life meter reaches 0. Oh, little fairy and bottle sort of dealio. Okay. Alright, I like this. Yeah, I've always heard about this game, you know, as being part of the trilogy, the trilogy of games here, where, like, it's one of those trilogies where the games are, like, kind of related thematically, but not, like, in the most direct way. Like, less than Zelda, they can relate to each other, because a lot of the Zeldas are still kind of sporadic. No, I don't even know. I can't think of the comparison. Just ignore me. But they're, like, loosely related. Gaia, well, I'm used to referring to as Gaia, but I guess in this game it's the Master, which is God. Dark Gaia, or in this game it's Death Toll, the Devil, whatever it is. Like the Light and Dark. Don't forget to equip things. Okay, yeah. I know that. No. Oh, wait, no. I chose correctly. Oh. I thought I K-Pora Gay-Bora'd myself. No. But anybody out there without, like, that didn't have a parent growing up, like, it is not a weird thing in the least to want to see and know about that part of your, like, your heritage and lineage. And it's one of those things that, you know, it was weird because, you know, my grandfather raised me growing up. So, you know, I'll obviously call him, you know, my dad when I refer to him, you know, just shorthand. But it was a weird thing to, like, try and explain to him, because he was somebody who would treat it like, well, why do you want to see this other part of your family? You know, they're not involved in your life. What do they matter? Aren't we good enough? And that was always his kind of attitude about it. Okay. Like, camp around the corner. Tool shop owner. Dope. Alright, we are low on life, though. I kind of don't want to see if... 12 gems, cool. I don't want to see if I can... whatever this is, projectiles away, because I only have 3 notches of health, and I'd rather that not be the way that I figure that out. Lame. That was incredibly dumb. There we go. That's how we use the tip. And just the tip. Sweet. But, you know, it was hard to explain to him because, you know, not as a bad, obviously it's not a bad thing, but, you know, my dad had both of his parents growing up. So it's weird to try to explain to somebody. And this is where, like, my mom, my actual mom, not like my grandma, because I call my grandfather my dad, which... It's weird to talk about in this kind of setting, because all my friends in my life, they understand what I mean, my grandma and my dad. They understand that I mean my grandma and my grandfather. And when I say my mom and my stepdad, everybody understands, like, in my personal life what that means. But to explain it to people, it's always one of those things where, like, they just kind of, wait, your mom, but your dad, but your stepdad, and your grandma, wait, what? And some people have been like, wait, did your mom and dad get together and then the dad got with her mom? And it's like, listen, that would be a Chad move, but no, my dad did not do that. But, you know, my mom was somewhat involved in my life as a young child, so, like, you know, I always saw my mom, so my mom and grandma obviously got a delineation between them title-wise. Even though my grandmother raised me, and, like, I recognize that and talk about my grandma as if she's my mom. Me and my mom have more of, like, a sibling relationship. Wait, let's go down here. Ooh. Whoa! Shoe fly, don't bother me. Oh, dick. Where are you going? Dope. Oh, yeah, baby. Level up. Come on, go down. Go. The exactness of the movement is not appreciated on a janked up D-pad. But anyway, so yeah, like, you know, my mom and my grandma got a delineation between them in titles, but, you know, the guy who currently is my stepdad, like, him and my mom didn't get together until I was 14. And at that point, that was epic. At that point, my, ooh, I thought I heard an extra kaboom that I wasn't seeing. That was pretty cool. Getting almost all of them with one fireball like that, just boom. And just like in Illusion of Gaia, it uses that super satisfying, like, noise when you kill enemies. I didn't even make it sound close, but, like, it's a very satisfying noise to your enemies die too. I'm going to do it again right now. Shoot. Good. Boom. Oh, I love it. Such a great sound. Nope. I should have just gone down this way. But, you know, my mom growing up, oh boy, getting stuck here. My mom, you know, her birth father dipped out on my grandmother when she was in labor with my mom. Like, hardcore D-bag move. Like, straight D-bag move set. Oh, that hits him? How much damage does it do? I mean, I'm just holding my sword out. Is it one of those things where it does, like, half damage? Well, looks like you need the power of God's right-hand man to lift you that shit. Okay. I'm an elevator adventure. Wait. Elevators talk to me. I understand a plant talking to me at least, but an elevator is talking to me. I cannot move unless the water mill is something. I was wiping my eye, so I couldn't see. But I did see the water mill thing, so that means just go to the water mill. I feel like I've explored. Wait. I think we've explored everywhere then. I don't think I mixed anything, did I? Oh, it even... Layers? There's no map, though? Okay, this game doesn't have a map. Alright. Well, I guess that's it then. Time to exito finito. Alright. Let's go talk to all the people now who will become worshippers of God. Dude's got like a pretty cool crown on his head. I like it. Stiff animation. This dude walks like my supervisor. Look at him. Look at him. Look, 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 look. Straight up stick in his ass. Just full cheek clench. Ooh, excuse me. Full cheek clench run. Look at that. Alright, I can save, right? Oh, hey, my life recharged. But, you know, because of the way that my grandfather, my biological grandfather, dipped out on my grandmother, you know, my mom was adopted by two different husbands of my grandma. The first one, and then obviously my grandfather next. So she was raised by, you know, other guys, but my mother at least understands the idea of, like, not knowing your family growing up and wanting to be connected with them. So at very least, of one of the bonds that, you know, even though me and my mom have much more of like a sibling relationship, I'm very glad that that's at least one thing I was able to really connect with her with, because she understood. And she was one of the ones who actually gave me the ability when I was like 20 or 21 to actually see my family. I still haven't met my father. I talk to him on the phone every once in a while, text him, just, you know, keep all like fingers and toes accounted for. But, like, I don't really talk to my old man like that. Like, we just don't have that kind of relationship. You know, I'm not embittered by, you know, not having him growing up anymore. Like, I'm too old for that shit. Like, it's nothing that I think about like that anymore. So it's not like I don't talk to him out of, like, resentment or anything. It's just, like, I don't talk to the guy. Like, it is what it is. So, You know, even though Hollyhock can sit there and, you know, be like, I know this is stupid. This is like, you know, me saying that my dads aren't good enough. And it's like, I know what that feels like and how it can feel like that possibly to members of your family. But it's a very innate thing. And I mean, people I know who are, you know, adopted all straight out, they pretty much say the same thing. Like, a lot of times, if they were given up, you know, for adoption as babies, they want to meet their parents. Not really for any sort of like, you know, I need another parent in my life to excuse the ones I didn't have. Maybe when you're younger, maybe, but usually you grow out of that around your, like, at least to me, and it, like, the experience I have with people who've not been in the same circumstance, but similar ones. It seems like around the time, if you're normally well-adjusted, around the end of high school is when you kind of start vibing into this. Some people earlier, some people later. But, like, you really do start to lose out on that angsty, like, well, I just wish I could find that motherfucker and tell him what's up. Like, you lose a lot of that. And at a certain point, you just want to meet him to be like, who is this part of me that I don't know? Or if it's the family, the family. And it becomes real interesting. Hold on, I'm going to blow my nose again, actually. You know, I have a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos right next to me that are specifically for this exact task, to keep my nostrils clear. Not even to eat them, like eat them. Just to clear my nasal passages a little bit. Springtime and early summer, I'll legit have every meal, unless it's something that's actually spicy, obviously, then I wouldn't need that. But I'll have a lot of meals with a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos during this time of the year. Just because my nose will be so clogged that a lot of times I won't even be able to taste food. So I'll just pop in a Flaming Hot Cheeto, clear out my nostrils, eat away. My husband used to be the village chief. One day he suddenly disappeared along with the other villagers. I feel so lonely. How about being one of my children? Yeesh. I feel like I don't want to say no. I feel like that's really fucked up to tell her no. Sure, lady. Sure. Whatever. Did I tell her my name or did she guess? I have a room. Thanks, Mom. Why is this moving? This is the room of the village chief. He used to sit and rock here for hours. Well, I mean, I guess if an elevator was talking to me, a chair talking to me is really not that far out of the imagination. At the very least, this was made out of wood. I wonder when he's going to come back. Jesus Christ, even the furniture's fucking lonely in this world. Holy hell. So is there anything I can even do up in my room? Lame. But it's just one of those things where, like, you really can't, especially if you have another family member like I did. You know, I love my dad and everything, but I just couldn't get him to understand this sort of thing. So, like, in a way, like, you just kind of give up trying. And not for, like, better or worse, but just like, oh shit, she followed me. That was creepy. Nah, I'll just do this. This looked like a store. Do I even have money in this game? Can you buy things with gems? Whenever you use your medical herb, please come back and I will give you another. Oh, I can get free lives up from this lady? I am the guard of the bridge. I guess it is not really necessary to guard such a small bridge. Well, yeah, bro, what the fuck are you doing here? You loser. Alright, the mill. Rotating this wheel will move the elevator to in the underground. I am too weak to turn the wheel. Looks like something we gotta do. Dope. Alright, give it like 5 minutes. I'm gonna finish up recording here and then you're good. Thank you. Ooh, try not to sneeze. Alright. Girlfriend is here with the kids. that means it's time to, I mean, it's already been 29 minutes, so it's time to wrap up anyway, but time to wrap up, go watch Bebes. But yeah, I understand the urge of wanting to find that other part of your family. Ooh, hey. Use up the ivy too. Oh. Don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Iron armor. That is dope. Hey, free XP. These sides kind of look like doors, but they're not. But it's not stupid. It's not trying to belittle your family. It's not saying that the family that raised you isn't good enough. It's just you wanting to explore this other side of yourself that it's not even like a part of your personality, even though it can be, I guess, depending on what you mean. Because, like, I know, for example, when I met my family out in, they live out in Florida. You know, I'm of Cuban heritage by blood, raised in a Mexican household, but Cuban by blood. So, of course, like all Cubans, they live out in fucking Florida. But when I went to meet them, it was interesting because they would tell me how many of my father's mannerisms I had, his way of talking, his way of, like, gesturing. So I guess, you know, I'm a lot like my dad, even though I don't even try to be. Like, it's just a part of, it's a literal part of you. And, you know, it's just something that I connected with. And there wasn't really much to talk about with it. I feel like I just kind of said the same thing over and over again. But it's not a weird thing. It's perfectly normal. You know, whether it's your mother or your father, like, it doesn't really matter. It's just, there's parts of you that you just want to know about. It helps ground you and to know who you are. And even though you knowing where you come from like that doesn't determine who you are, and we've all seen the movies and the books and the video games where, you know, where you come from doesn't determine who you are. But to a lot of people, that's maybe a way to ground themselves and to get them to understand that it doesn't matter. But sometimes people just don't realize that, or they know the lesson, but they don't realize that they're doing it. A lot of people don't. And, you know, it's just good to know that, you know, a lot of people now, especially with technology the way it is, a lot of people can't track down their families. And, you know, I don't know what Bojack's going to do when all the women came up not being Hollyhock's mom. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to see where they're going to go with that. But until next time, guys, we'll be back in a week for more Soul Blazer tomorrow. Chrono Trigger time. Take it easy.